Hello, this is Sat Summary, 22nd November 25. This is the new app I'm working on, which will show the health, security, and market stats relative to the Bitcoin network. Currently, we're on block height 924,775. The supply is 19.9 million, which just crossed 95% of the issuance. These are the stats versus how many people there are in the world divided equally. This is the available supply if you take off Lost Bitcoin, Satoshi's wallet, institutional Bitcoin, and then the available sats per person. Halving cycle 15%. Next halving is in 28. I'm going to add a progress percentage to this to show how far we're through the current halving cycle. Active address is 168,000. Dominance sitting at 56. This is the Bitcoin dominance in the crypto market, how much it makes up. This is down a bit from earlier in the year. It was probably around 60, but I can see this rising soon. Average block height is 9 minutes 36 seconds, normal enough. Transaction volume is 472,000. And then the security, let's see, current hash rate 153 exahashes per second. Active node count 23,000. Uptime 99.99. That's not going to change. Mining difficulty 152. And then for the market, we've got current price 84,000. And then sats per dollar 1,179. Great deal that. Price of a sat is 0.0008 cents. All-time high we hit in November or October. It was 126,000. Current market cap is 1.69 trillions. Bitcoin to gold 20.9 ounces. Crypto rank number 1 out of 19,000. Asset rank 8. Currency rank 13, and then fear and greed index sitting at 11. Very, very low. Yeah. So recent Bitcoin news in the last week. Bitcoin continues to crash or dip, whatever you want. Hitting a low of 82,000. Currently sitting around 84,000. I'll show you the graph. Here's the current graph of the price. This is the last week. We were floating around 95 for a while, and then it just kept getting worse. And then down to 82, now back up to 84. I still believe this is a great time to buy Bitcoin as the fundamentals haven't changed a bit, but the price is severely discounted. Extreme fear in the market. Fear drops to its lowest it's been in a long time, to about 10, purely based on the price action. There's been no big news on Bitcoin or the Bitcoin network that could create this kind of fear. Here is the fear and greed index over the top of price. As you can see, it is extremely low right now. Change that to 30 days. It's kind of inverse of the price. Strategy announced they bought over 8,000 Bitcoin this week, bringing their total Bitcoin holdings to 649,870, which is almost 600,000 more than the next public company, which shows they have a massive head start over all the other companies and even countries. Which is very bullish for the market. The strategy stays consistent with their BTC buys and doesn't sell any of it. I can see another big buy coming next week from strategy due to the price being so low. Saylor will want to capitalize on these cheap sats. Here are some stats for the strategy holdings. As you can see, you can pause if you want to watch that. Look at that. Here's a graph of the strategy's buys. Quite consistent. They buy the tops and the lows. And then here is a table of all the public companies and their holdings. As you can see, they're way ahead of everyone else. Total from all the public companies is sitting at over 1 million, which is about 5% of the network's coins. Next, El Salvador buys over 1,000 Bitcoin this week, bringing their total holdings to 7,477. They're up around 300 million on their investment, and considering the price is so poor, this should be much higher. Granted, there are other countries with much larger stacks. El Salvador is really leading the way with their consistent BTC buys and promoting Bitcoin education to their kids. Abu Dhabi announced that their Bitcoin exposures tripled to 518 million, showing growing adoption from nation states, very bullish for Bitcoin's health and global adoption. Bitcoin issuance hit 95% this week. This means the remaining 5% of all Bitcoin, which is about 1 million, that will ever exist, will take around 117 years to be mined. This perfectly highlights its disinflationary issuance model that few other assets have. New Hampshire unveils Bitcoin collateralized bonds, showing further global and institutional adoption growing. And Trump announced he plans to release tariff dividends checks about of $2,000 to eligible Americans around mid-2026. This will be roughly about $300 billion injected into the market, with some of that going to the Bitcoin market without a doubt. I think this is very bullish for 26. This is a video I want us to show. This is a rural Bitcoin community in Kenya, posting videos and stuff and photos about how they're paying their workers in sats. And as you can see, even these wee cheap Nokia phones are able to receive sats for their work. And this is really what Bitcoin's about. Give these guys a follow if you haven't already. In regards to price and fear in the market, I wouldn't be too worried. The network is secure and your Bitcoin is safe. Use this dip as an opportunity to stack more sats. As always, our goal is to simply stay humble and stack sats.
Going all in on something must take a lot of conviction.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
How many chairs are you sitting on right now? How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair? You put on one pair of glasses, you've got one pair of AirPods, you're looking at me through one screen. That's a one microphone. Like, you trust it? Is that conviction? Is that conviction? How many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
Are you all in on the chair?
One.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now? If you're a rational individual, when you use knives, do you have copper knives, wooden knives, steel knives, aluminum knives, rubber band knives, diamond knives, because you're afraid to commit to the right knife? It's a tool. Seems kind of scary. Why don't you diversify? Why don't you use 10 microphones? The point really is, things in your life, did you drive in 10 cars at the same time or one car at one time? Do you drive down one street? Aren't you afraid that you're driving down one street? Do you think a different way? You know? So my point really is, how many chairs are you sitting on right now?
One.
chair?
One.
How many chairs are you sitting on right now?